All right, yesterday we glued in this foldable on the page 1 of 8 of your notebook. We're going to do the bottom half today, and then we're going to finish writing over here. So we're going to work on this bottom half of this foldable. I need to move it up, actually. So work on the bottom of that, and then you're going to finish the assignment that was given to you. Actually, I didn't glue it in, I lied. So I'm going to pull that out, and then I'll actually glue it in. So we are going to keep factoring. We're going to factor each expression. All right, so this one is actually called factoring by grouping. We're still going to be finding the greatest common factor and group things back out, but let's get some practice with that. So 9 through 12, I want you to notice, and I'm going to grab a highlighter of any color, doesn't matter. I want you to notice, though, that in number 9, both of these have an x plus 9. And we're going to write that down here, x plus 9. That is our factor that's going to come out. Now that we have that one written down, in a second set of parentheses, we are going to write whatever's left over. So I still have a 6x, and I have a minus 4. I have now factored that by grouping. So I grouped it and took out the x plus 9 from each, and then I wrote down what was remaining, which was 6x minus 4. Let's do it number 10. Both of these have an f plus 3. So f plus 3. And what is left after I've taken these is 7f minus 2. Pause the video and try 11 and 12. All right, number 11. Both of them have an n minus 5. And 3n plus 8 is left. Number 12. Both of them have a z minus 8. Okay, and then I have 9z minus 1 left. There has to be something here. If you have a minus, it's got to be a 1. Well, it's got to be 1 no matter what, but you have to have something there, okay? All right, that's how these work. Now, we need to do the same for 13 through 16. However, in order to do the same for 13 through 16, I'm going to have to set them up so they look like this. Here's how that works. I'm going to separate these by grouping here. That's how factoring by grouping works, into these two pieces here. And then I'm going to take out the greatest common factor. So, what number can I take out of both 3 and 12? That's a 3. All right. Also, I have y to the third and y to the second. So I'm going to take out a y to the second. Now, what's left inside? 3 divided by 3 is just 1. So I can put 1 or I don't have to. Okay. I had 3 y's and I took out 2, so I have 1 left. Now, negative 12 divided by 3 is negative 4. I had 2 y's, I took out 2 y's. There's my first set of parentheses. I'm going to put a plus. Y can come out of both 2 and 8. 4. Nope, 2. 2 will come out of both. Sorry about that. 2 divided by 2 is y, or 1y. And negative 8 divided by 2 is minus 4. Now, you know you have done this correctly if the piece inside of the parentheses is the same. It is, so I've done that correctly. I'm going to write that down. Y minus 4 or 1y minus 4, same thing. And then I'm going to bring down whatever is left over. I have now factored it. So I have to group it, take out the greatest common factor, and separate. And that's what I'm working on. Let's do another example. By the way, in order for this to work, it has to be in standard form. It looks like all of these are, but they might not always be. All right, so let's group number 14. This one, and this one. Worry about the first one. 10 and 25. I can take a 5 out. P to the third, p squared. I can take out a p squared. What's left? 10 divided by 5 is 2. P to the third, p squared, so I've got a p left. Minus 25 divided by 5 is 5. I had p squared. I took out p squared. I have none left. This set. 4 and 10, I can take out a 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2 with a p. Negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. 2p minus 5. Bring that down. 2p minus 5. And then p squared plus 2. Sorry, 5p squared plus 2. Pause the video, try 15 and 16, and then we'll do some more in your notebook. All right, number 15. Group first. There are no coefficients, numbers in front, so I just have x to the third and x squared. Take out an x squared. So I have an x left and x squared, and if I take out 2, I don't have anything left, but I have to put something, so I'm going to put 1 as that placeholder. Okay, plus. Both of these have a 7, so I can take out a 7. 7 divided by 7 is just 1, or just x. 7 divided by 7 is 1. I did get the same thing, so I should be okay. X plus 1. Cross them out, and x squared plus 7 is what's left. $16. 15 and 40. I think I can take out a 5 from both of those. And this one has an r squared. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And there were 3, and I took out 2. So there's 1 left. 14 divided by 5 is 8. I had 2, I took out 2, so there's none of those left. Plus. Oh. Do you see how these already match? If they already match, I'm going to put 1 as a placeholder, and then I'm just going to write down 3r plus 8. You have to have something here. Put a placeholder, 1. (3r) plus 8, 5r squared plus 1. Okay, now I'm going to glue this in for real on page 108, and then we're going to write on 109. Okay, now I really folded it in, glued it in. All right, 109. We wrote 1 through 4. We're going to go down to this bottom down here, and we're going to write 5 through 8. Number 5, we're going to go back and practice some from the first way, which was where we just pretty much wrote them down. That one wasn't too bad. 5 and 6. And then 7 and 8. Okay. Go ahead and do 5 and 6 on your own. So pause the video. You can try 7 and 8 as well. You know how to do all of them at this point. I'm going to go and get started though, so that's why I'm telling you, you should pause the video. On each of these, or in each of these for 5 and 6, I have x minus 2 for the first one here. I'll cross those out. And I have left 5x plus 7. And that one is factored. If you didn't pause it for 5, pause it for 6. I have y minus 2. I have left over 3y squared plus 4. 7 and 8, I have to group them. This is in standard form, so I'm just going to go ahead and group it. There is no number to pull out since it has just a 1. I have x squared, so that's what I'm going to take out. It means I have an x left, and I had x squared, but I took it out, so I don't have that. All I have left is that 2. 8 and 16, I can take an 8 out of that. So plus 8. 8 divided by 8 is just 1, which is just, leaves the x. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So now, write down x plus 2 and x squared plus 8, since that's what's left over. All right, number 8. I have a problem. Number 8's not in standard form, so I'm going to have to put it in standard form first. X to the third comes first, then 2x squared, then minus 5x, and minus 10. Now I can group it. Okay. X squared is what I'm going to pull out first, which means x is left, and so is 2. Now, if you have a minus here, you are going to make it minus here. We're going to take out a 5 because you can take out 5 from 5 and 10. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is just 1, or just x. Negative 10 divided by negative 5 is 2. Now, I've got x plus 2. And then x squared minus 5. Okay. You're going to finish the assignment. It's posted on Google Classroom. And we'll keep working on this some next week.